Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sunglasses are on because I'm going up to the lake today. So I wanted to have a bold lip because I'm mostly going to be wearing these. But I did do a little bit on my eyes as well because I'm me and I can't not do an eye look. But anyways, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. So if you want to see how I did this, I did some contouring in there as well, under and over my foundation. So I'll go through all of that. But if you want to see how I got my mug, stay tuned. I'll show you how I did it. All right, so I'm starting with my eyes and using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that I already had on my eyes, using my Subculture Anastasia palette, just going over most of my crease with a real light dusting of the color Roxy. I do have the puppies sitting next to me, so I will be looking at them every once in a while. Then I'm going in on my lid with, on my outer lid with Adorn from that palette, and then on my inner lid I am going in with the color Cube. So just something that's pretty easy and just dragging that across. Nothing too crazy because I really want to draw attention more to my lips than my eyes. For my face, so we're going to start there. Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer by NYX is my primer. I love this primer. It is amazing and it's less than $10, so it's one of my favorite lines. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some contouring underneath. I'm using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I am using the color Deep Cinnamon and just kind of going as lightly as I can. I'm getting better at this and not going in quite so ham with the color, and it looks so crazy when I first do it, but then once it's layered and blended out really well, it ends up looking really good. So I think this is probably the method that I like the most if I'm going to use cream contour, is doing that underneath my foundation. Now normally I would start with my highlight before I would do this, but I forgot, so I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't do them together. I know some people do them together when they do that. There's my mom. And but I don't like that because it's such a messy process sometimes. And I forgot to film what I was putting on for highlight. I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape in the color light beige. Just putting it where I would normally put my highlight anyways, just definitely going in and not blending nearly as much. I want to put a little bit of a blend between the highlight and the contour, but we are going to put an actual base on over top of it. And for my base for this video, I am using the CC Cream from IT Cosmetics. It's color correcting full coverage cream and anti-aging hydrating serum. I love this stuff. I use the shade Fair. Like less than one pump is perfect for my face. So I actually did a whole pump here, so I probably used a lot more than I needed to. So I'm trying to drag it down onto my chin as much as I can and underneath my cheeks. So there's that. All right, and then I'm going to show you guys kind of how I do my eyebrows, and I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in Auburn. So what I do is I go and I make the outline. So I always start with the tail. As you can see, I start with the tail and then I get the shape that I want, and then I go ahead and fill in the color and make it more of what I want. And then I always end with doing the front closer to my nose, just because that's the most finicky part of making sure that they look at least semi-natural. I think everyone knows that I got blonde eyebrows, but hopefully people who don't actually know me in real life don't know that I'm using that much eyebrow pencil because they are blonde. For my waterline, I am again using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. I love this eye pencil. It's great. It's in the color Smoke, and it's very awesome. Doesn't transfer too much. For my eyeliner on my lid, I'm using my Fierce Flicks by Ciate London. Again, a staple, just really easy to use and maneuver with. All right, and hopefully you guys aren't too bored with seeing me do a ton of eyeliner, because that's kind of my shtick. All right. All right, and then I am going in with that Tea palette, one of my favorites. Just going in with a light dusting of that bronzing color, just to make sure that everything's still chiseled out nicely. But I didn't do too much. I just wanted to maybe set it a little bit. And of course go down my neck so it matches much, much better. And then I'm going in on my nose, definitely. I probably put a little bit more on my nose than I did on my cheeks. And then I'm going to be going in with the blush in the palette and going in there. And I did go a little ham on this, so I will also be going in and fixing that with the foundation on my beauty blender still. So just to soften that up just a little bit, because it did go a little ham. Using the lightest of the highlights, just to give myself a little bit of a shine for the day, but nothing that's going to draw too much away from my lips. And I'm going to be using, for my eye and nose, the Nikki Tutorials Highlighting Trio, going in with the white color on my brow bone. And then I'm also going to use that white color on my inner corner as well, because I didn't really necessarily need that pearly color. I really just wanted it to be more white, because again, I was wearing my sunglasses almost all day yesterday, which is when I filmed this. So that's what we did. And now I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. So with lining your lips, you just want to be as careful and precise as you can. There's my mom again. She's making masks for my cousins and their kids. So one thing that I really like to do with my lips, and luckily I have lips that have a pretty good shape, thank you mama and dad, but there's also a stark contrast between my lip color and my skin color, so it's a little bit easier. But what I do is, if you can see, I'm anchoring with my finger on my chin, so using an anchor with another finger while you draw that line is really, really going to help with that process. So sorry, I'm covering it up a little bit. I tried not to. And then I go in and then fill it in, especially when I'm wearing a deep red color, or really any red color. Just because for whatever reason, they tend to fade a little bit more. And so that way when the lipstick comes off, there isn't that kind of whole weird looking thing. You all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it on YouTube. Now I'm using the NARS lipstick in the color Annabella. And the lip liner I use is from Essence. I don't have it with me currently. Couldn't find it again, but I will try and find that name and put it below, along with the rest of the products that I used as well. But really any red will work. All right, so that is a technique where if you put your finger in your mouth and kind of pull it through, it's going to help you from not getting your lipstick on your teeth. And again, with a bright red, it's kind of the thing to do. For my mascara, I am using the Monsieur Big by Lancome. It's, again, a staple, and I absolutely love it. And here is the finished look. And then, of course, with the sunglasses on, I'm really excited to see some more family up at the lake. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this look. So like, subscribe, share to the world, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.